Good morning, student. Let's learn today's new topic, which is related with the interconversation states of matter. We already learned about the interconversation of a states of matter. We learned that when solid changes into the liquid by applying heat. We learned this process, right? When the solid, when we heat it, it converts into the liquid, and when we heat the water, it converts into the vapor or gases. So this is interconversation. Now some terms are related to this interconversion that we will learn. So some terms related to interconversation. The first term is a melting. So melting, what is the meaning of melting? The melt, which means that a particular solid is converted into the liquid. With the meaning of the melt is a particular solid substance convert into the liquid, which is called a melt, right? Just like ice is converting to the water, which means that we can say that ice is melting. So that is that the process by which a substance changes from solid state to a liquid state is called melting, or we can say fusion. Okay, remember this thing, underline this point. The process by which a substance changes from solid state to liquid state is called melting or fusion. Okay, you got my point? So we can say this like this. Here that solid, when we heat, it convert into the liquid. This process is called as a melting or fusion. Okay, I hope you understand. It's very easy one, but just pay attention here. You need to learn about this thing. Okay, now this change occur on heating a solid because the particle of the solid gain energy. Okay, and start vibrating more vigorously. A point is reached where the particle gain enough energy to overcome force of attraction and they start moving. Okay, now what they are exactly telling us, that here it is exactly telling us that the solid particle are look like this. You know very well how the solid particle arrange in a its substance. You know very well about that. Okay, so now solid particles are look like this. When we heat this solid particle, what they have done, they will do, the particles are side vibrating. They are just vibrating on its place. So when they are vibrating on its place, here the intermolecular space of space is very less in solid, but when they start vibrating, the intermolecular space is create and generate. Okay, so the intermolecular space is generated, and here you can see that intermolecular space is generated, and now then that much of energy is gaining, that they form a different little intermolecular space of space. Okay, and energy also. So then it become liquid. Okay, so we can say that here the solid particle have a intermolecular force of attraction is very high, but when we apply heat, what they will do, they are vibrating and the intermolecular space is generated and they move far away. Okay, these are the solid particles which are very near to each other, but when they vibrate, they move away with each other. You can see that intermolecular space is generated between it. So why this is happen? Because when we apply heat, so they absorb heat and overcome this intermolecular force of attraction, and then they move far away with each other and convert into the liquid state. So this whole process is called as a melting. Okay, I hope you understand. It is very easy one. Okay, next point. You can say that the reducing intermolecular force of attraction, a solid changes into the liquid. So the reducing intermolecular force of attraction, solid changes into the liquid state. Okay, got it? Now the next term, that is a melting point. Melting point, which means that this solid, when the solid is converted into the liquid state, there is a particular temperature. The fixed temperature is there. Only that temperature solid can able to convert into the liquid state. That is called a melting point. Point, which means that, what is the point? Point, which means that the fixed temperature. Fixed temperature. Okay, we can say that at a fixed temperature, solid convert into the liquid is called a melting point. Melting point. Okay, you remember, student, melting point. So, the fixed temperature at which a solid change into the liquid at given pressure is called its melting point. Underline this, very important. What is the melting point? A fixed temperature at which the solid changes into the liquid at given pressure. Given pressure, which means atmospheric pressure, is called a melting point. Okay, we know that the ice, when we take out from refrigerator, the refrigerator temperature is 0 degree centigrade. When we take it out, so it approximates 0.1 degree, 0.2 degree. So then it start melting immediately. So which means that we can say that that particular fixed temperature, it start melting. So the fixed temperature at which the solid changes into the liquid at given pressure, okay, which is called a melting point. So the temperature remain constant as long as the conversion is going on, which means that till this completely substance convert into the liquid state, till that the temperature remain as it is. Okay, temperature remain as it is, which means that if I have a ice, suppose this is ice. Now the ice I am taking out from the refrigerator. Now here the temperature of the ice is 0 degree centigrade. Now ice is converted into the water. Now converted into the water, so first the ice become little smaller, then smaller and smaller and smaller, and completely water. Okay, so when it's becomes smaller and smaller, till then the temperature is remain 0 degree centigrade. Okay, when it completely convert into the water, then the temperature will be changed. So that is why the ice melting point, I am writing in a short MP, which is meaning melting point. Ice melting point is a 0 degree centigrade. Okay, I hope you understand what is the melting point. When the particular temperature, fixed temperature, solid convert into the liquid, that temperature is known as a melting point of that solid substance. Okay, so the different substances have a different melting point. Different substances have a different melting point. All substances do not have a same type of melting point. All the substances, different substances have a different melting point in their pure state. Okay, for example, here ice is a 0 degree centigrade. Underline this point. Got it? Now the next term, that is a vaporization. Next term is a vaporization. Now let's learn what is the vaporization. The process by which a substance changes from liquid state to vapor state is called vaporization. Okay, when the solids change into the liquid, which is melt, so that we can say the melting. Okay, melting point. Now and melt. Okay, now here the process where the liquid state to the vapor state is called a vaporization. So here the liquid substance. Here the liquid substance when convert into the solid substance. So you need to remember this liquid. When we heat this liquid substance, is convert into the gaseous. Okay, so what a gaseous substance. So this process, when conversion of the liquid to solid, this process is known as a vaporization. Okay, vaporization, or we can say that evaporation. Remember student, both of them. Okay, solid to liquid, that is a melting and or fusion. Or here when the liquid to gas, this process is a vaporization or evaporation. Okay, remember this thing. So the evaporation take place even at room temperature. Okay, evaporation at room temperature, but it become faster on heating, that is on increasing the temperature. Okay, so the evaporation you become at room temperature, which means that if you take a saucer, if you have a saucer and full you keep the water inside that saucer, so after 1 or 2 days when you will see that saucer, so it remain empty, it look empty, right? Why it's look empty? Because that water is evaporate at room temperature. So the water, it will take 2 days to evaporate, right? So That is a very slow evaporation process. But if we apply the external heat, okay, suppose I have this bowl, and in this bowl I fill a water and keep this bowl outside the room for 2 days, okay, for 2 days. So after 2 days, what I will find that here the water is not there. What happened? The water is evaporate automatically at room temperature. But if we heat this bowl, suppose I have this bowl, same amount of water I took, and then I'll heat it. When I heat it, I put on a burner and I heat it this bowl. Then what happened? After 5 minutes, immediately it will evaporate. Okay, so this is a room temperature, it become very slow and this very fast. So what happened? The evaporation take place even at room temperature, but it is become faster on heating, that is on increasing the temperature. We are applying the heat, external heat, that is why it become very fast. So the change of the state of liquid into the vapor state on heating is called boiling. Okay, now here remember student, this is called vaporization. This is called vaporization. Remember, what is the vaporization? Why? At room temperature. At room temperature. That is why vaporization or evaporation you can say. Okay, at room temperature, water automatically, without external heat, automatically convert into the liquid to gas. That is called vaporization or evaporation. But if you heat this substance, which means that you are applying the external energy, you are applying heat. So what happens? First the water start boil. Okay, so when first it immediately boil and then water is convert into the gas. Okay, first the water when you apply heat, it convert into the gas. So before the converting into the gas, they boil. That's why this full process, when you apply heat and water changes into the gas, which is called a boiling. This is evaporation and this is boiling. Remember, both are the different thing. This evaporation is this is very slow process and this is very fast process. Evaporation at room temperature only, and the boiling, when we heat it convert into the water to gases. Okay, so the change of state of liquid into the vapor state on heating is called boiling. Remember, underline this point. The change of state of liquid vapor into this is called a boiling, and here the vaporization also. The process by which just change this vapor state is called vaporization, but the evaporation take place at a room temperature. Next point, the boiling is extreme form of the vaporization. The boiling is the extreme form of the vaporization, which means that very fast process. That is, so vaporization fast process is called boiling, as I explained you before. As a liquid is heated, its particles start gaining energy. Now what procedure is happening here? That when here you know that the liquid particles are like this. These are the liquid. Okay, liquid particle. This is liquid particle, you know very well. Now you heat this liquid particle. When you heat this liquid particle, what happens? They start vibrating. They gain energy from this heating and start vibrating, and whatever the space right now, here you can see this much of space in a between particle. Now the space is created more. Now it's look like this. Here the space is more compared to this space is more. Okay, so then the space is generated. Intermolecular force of attraction is decreasing. You can say intermolecular force, I am writing in short. Intermolecular force is a decrease, and the intermolecular space is increase. then it become liquid to gas. Remember this point, okay, very important. So here the liquid is heated, its particles start gaining energy and move more vigorously, which increase the gap between the particle and decrease the force of attraction. Ultimately the liquid change into the gaseous state. Okay, so remember this thing. What happened? The liquid particle are like that. When you heat the energy, the intermolecular force of attraction is decreasing, intermolecular space is increasing, and it convert into the gaseous substance. Remember, don't be confused between decreasing and increasing and what I told. Okay, just understand the fundamental clearly, student. Just pay attention here very. Listen to me very clearly. Okay, listen to me very carefully. So liquid particle have whatever the amount of intermolecular force of attraction, when we heat it, that force of attraction is decreasing, so they are moving far away, and when they are moving far away, intermolecular space is generated and they convert into the gases. Okay, so when you understand this point, then you read this topic. Otherwise you revise this video and then watch 1 or 2 times. If you cannot able to understand, then ask, okay, after watching this video. So the next point, the boiling point. Okay, as I told, the fixed temperature which the liquid start changing into the gaseous state is called its boiling point. Okay, for example, the water. Suppose you have take a water. Now the initial stage you take a temperature. Okay, then when the temperature here, suppose this is a thermometer. Now here the temperature is 100 degrees centigrade. Okay, now when you heat it, the temperature will reach 100 degree, and at that time the water is boiling. Okay, now after this, till it is boiling, the temperature will not rise. It remain as it is at 100 degrees centigrade. When the water is completely boiled out, then the temperature will be changed. Otherwise it remain 100 degrees centigrade only. So that is why the water boiling point is 100 degrees centigrade. Remember. Got it? Water boiling point is 100 degree centigrade. So the fixed temperature at which a liquid starts changing into gaseous state is called its boiling point. So the temperature remains constant till the whole of the liquid change into the gaseous state. Okay, as I told you. For example, the temperature of the water will remain 100 degrees centigrade till all the boiling water convert into the steam at normal atmospheric pressure. Okay, now you read this, do you know, and you underline this point. You underline the definition of the boiling point and what is the boiling point of water, that you also need to remember. Okay, and then this, do you know, you read it until here, you read it. Next point we'll learn in the next class, and you need to remember all the definition of this, all 5 terms which we learn. Which terms we learn? Melting point, evaporation, boiling point. Okay, you need to understand. If you cannot able to understand, one more time watch video and read it, and then also if you don't understand, then ask me, student. Very important terms for your further classes also. Okay, till then, goodbye. Thank you.